Hey boys, it's me, Zenith. I'm really tired. It's 2 in the morning, and I felt like talking for a bit, so I'm gonna go do that. Welcome back to zennyalta. I could say I've been posting more frequently. It hasn't been 3 months, so give me a clap for that. I don't want to go in that spiel again where I'm like, oh, I want to talk on this channel, and then, I don't talk on it for another month. But here we are. I'm going to answer an epic win email, and this email's pretty special. So let's just read an email. And this one's pretty special to me because it's actually about YouTube. And you know me, I love me some YouTube, so let's get right into it. So I've recently been working on rebranding my YouTube channel. I made a new account, got new graphics, and started working on the script. It's basically like a rant type thing, but decently written and is edit heavy. I've always been into editing. But one thing has gotten to me, my voice. So many people have told me that I have a voice for radio and they wish they had my voice, but I can't seem to get it right. I tend to stutter and ramble on, and that's exactly what I've been doing while trying to record my fucking voice. Also, I don't think I have enough material, and I always end up stopping mid-sentence. I just can't record my fucking voice. I don't understand why, but I just keep on doubting myself. Like, Jesus Christ, how much of a pussy can I be? All day I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Then I can't, over and over again. Like, what the fuck? And that's the end of the email. And here's the big reveal, guys. This email isn't an email. It's actually me in 2016. Oh my God, it was Zenith all along. I don't know if you could tell by the terrible writing, but I want to talk about this today because I feel like I've never been really that open with you guys. I've talked about a few things that may be considered a little deep, but I used to be super self-conscious when it came to my voice. And hell, even today, like editing my voice is a pain in the ass, but it's something that everybody faces. And I thought this was just me, and I thought that I just hated myself, and I thought that my voice was just bad, right? But no, my voice is actually okay. Like, it's a real phenomenon that people hear themselves differently in their own head than they actually sound. So when you do hear how you actually sound, it's polarizing to you because all the time you're talking, you think you sound different. So hell, even when I play back this audio, I'm going to listen to it and be like, oh, I want to re-record this because I sound like such a Chad. I sound like the biggest Chad right now in my head with my earphones in, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm talking so nice. But when I listen back, I'm going to sound a lot lighter. I'm going to have a lot lighter of a voice. I'm going to sound more nasally than I think I do. And that's just how it is. That's just how my voice sounds. And the thing you have to realize is that nobody really cares how bad your voice is. You don't have to have the best voice in the world to make YouTube videos. There are so many YouTubers I can name with nasally ass, terrible voices. And I still watch them anyway because I just think they're interesting. You think Mizkiff has a good voice? You think that Mizkiff has a good voice? Be honest. Do you think that Mizkiff, out of all people, has a good voice? No, he doesn't. But Mizkiff still makes, thousands of dollars entertaining people on stream because he doesn't care. And neither does anyone else. And people do not care about the voice. They only care about what you have to say. One of the biggest examples I can think of is Game Theory. Because MatPat's voice is terrible, but his videos are really interesting. I'm actually, right before I recorded this, I was watching a food theory video. And I didn't think about it at all. I didn't think, oh, wow, his voice is grating. Man, I can't watch this. I was thinking, man, this is really interesting. And that's really what I want to get at. The point that your voice doesn't really matter because your voice isn't really your voice. That sounds terrible. Your voice is more of what you have to say rather than your actual physical voice. You can, have a scam bully reviews type voice, whereas fucking perfect. You can have the perfect radio voice that's EQ'd perfectly and all that. But if you don't have anything interesting to actually say, who's going to care? There's one commentary YouTuber that I don't even know his name, but he has the deepest voice ever, and it's so soothing. He should be an ASMR channel, right? But the things he talks about are like 2016 Leafy, like, oh, this is the cringiest girl of all time. He's so cringy. I'm cringing right now. And it's so boring, man. It's so boring. The title of this thread also is called Confidence, because I had none. And I was, it was bad when I was asking internet forum people about confidence. And even though like some of my best friends like ever respond to this, right, I still have to think about how sad it is that me, right, I went on an internet forum full of anime pictures back before I even had an anime picture, and I was asking them about confidence. Like, that is really sad, right? So think about it. If I'm sitting here right now being able to talk to you about this and be confident enough to say, yeah, I did this, and being able to make the videos that I make that are somewhat emotional sometimes, that are the TF2 commentary videos, right? Any of that stuff. If I'm able to sit here right now and be confident in that, then you can do it too. Come on, man. I remember back when I made this thread, I used to say that I was very real, right? I was very honest with myself. I knew my flaws, and I was just honest, right? But I think that I was actually being very pessimistic. And there's a fine line between being a realist and being pessimistic. Because when it comes to yourself, you're always going to emphasize the negatives. Even when you're making art, it doesn't have to be your voice. It could be any little minute detail. And you're going to notice it, and nobody else is. Porter Robinson said this perfectly on his Reddit AMA recently, that everybody, even him, who, if you don't know, Porter Robinson's my fucking idol, even he sees his music as having a little bit of quote-unquote stank to it, how it's never going to be perfect to you, and how you're comparing your insides, your thoughts, your emotions, your view of your project to everybody else's outsides. You're only seeing the outcome. I've donated to a lot of Patreons, and every single time it was because they gave editing advice. Not really advice. They'd show the process of editing. Jay Schlatt, Sneeko, Octo, the TF2 YouTuber, I've supported him because I love watching the editing process. I love seeing what's going on in their head because you never see it. And I still stand by this today, that if I didn't watch Jay Schlatt's process when it came to editing, I would not be doing this now, because I would not have the confidence to be able to say, wow, this is how other people do it. I'm doing it just like them already, so I can do it too. It was an incredible revelation when I realized that everybody else felt the same way about themselves as I felt about myself. And it's really telling to me that when Porter Robinson, a man who holds the 7 spots probably in my top 10 favorite songs of all time, when even he is feeling the same way that I'm feeling when it comes to art, that's when I have to realize that I'm just getting in my own head. And you're getting in your own head too. Boys, go out there, do something. Pretend you're 2016 me right now, all right? Make that YouTube video. I know there are people watching this that are in this position right now, maybe, and they're like, oh man, I just hate my voice. Man, I just can't edit right. Man, I just can't do it. Dude, just do it. All right, because it's going to be fine. Nobody's going to notice. You also have to remember that, the people polish their videos as time goes on. If you look at Tommy Innett's old videos, they're bad. They're not bad. They're very amateurish. They're unpolished. And it feels weird to watch, right? Because now his videos are, insanely optimized and polished and all that stuff. Dream's old videos too. Schlatt's old videos to a certain extent. All these people that you probably look up to and you're like, oh my God, he's so cool. If you look back at their old videos, you could see that they are not always the same way they are. And so you have to look that way at yourself too, that you're just starting out. You're on ground zero right now. You're only going to improve. I didn't make the Sakuroso video for my first video. I had to sit there and make, shitty Minecraft hardcore Let's Play videos. And then I had to go and make, fucking 30-second YouTube haikus to learn how to use Adobe Premiere, right? And then I had to go and make Vine is Epic. I made Vine is Epic. Remember that. I made Vine is Epic, and I was like, this is a good video when I made it. So yeah, boys, get some confidence. Realize that it's never going to be perfect to you, but no one else cares. And have an incredible day or night or life, because I'm probably never going to post here again. Anyway, boys, my name is Zenith. Thank you so freaking much for watching.